Good evening, everybody. It's Sunday Night Fights here on the Hearthstone for Noobs channel, and coming to you here outside on my balcony in Las Vegas. So you're probably going to get some of our nighttime sounds. It's just like such a nice night out. I wanted to do this outside, and tonight we got two new players joining us. We got xNitemare and demixtacticz. So first match is going to be Shaman versus Druid. And let's get right into it. It's best of 3 tonight, and we're actually doing double elimination. So should be a lot of fun. Actually, Kadabu, you guys know him if you've been watching the videos at all. He's one of our best players, like our resident sort of weekly champion, if you will. He's also a streamer, and right now he's actually drawn up double elimination brackets for us tonight, so we're going to be playing it like that way. We got 6 players. Should be a pretty fun tournament. And yeah, this one's going to be pretty exciting, I hope. And also with more players, it's nice because we actually get to see like a lot of different angles. And we got Shaman, like I said, Shaman versus Druid tonight. And with the new cards that have come out from TGT, should be like extra exciting and interesting. It's been what, since like a week, 2 weeks now since it's come out, I think, something like that. And yeah, like the meta is starting to settle back down a little bit. People have kind of figured out what they want to do. And one thing that's happening a lot right now is this Shaman Totem. So we're probably going to see something like that from Nightmare here. And in fact, we see Tuskar Totemic, one of the new cards on turn 3, summon a random totem. And that's a little unfortunate. That's not really the totem he's going to want to pull. The little searing tongue totem, is that what that's called? I think it is. Yeah, searing totem. So there you go. That one kind of whack. You can get all sorts of cool stuff, including the new totem golem, which is like a 3/4. It's a 2-drop with overload of 1, and he was kind of unfortunate not pulling that. I mean, it's only going to be one of them. You can also obviously get, you know, the Manatide totem and things like that. So there's all sorts of little bonuses this Tuskar Totemic can bring you. And like I said, searing totem, kind of unlucky right there for Nightmare, but yeah, the Druid deck looking a little bit more traditional so far. Nothing new. A Spider Tank, kind of an interesting inclusion here for Demi. I'm not sure if it's leaning more towards a Mech Druid or if he just figured that that's like one of the better 3-drops for this deck. But right now, Nightmare kind of going over his options. He's got a couple of ways to get through this Bearcat. I think it's called a Bearcat. Druid of the Claw, something like that. I mean, and yeah, it looks like he's going to take out the Spider Tank. I think that's probably the plan here. Going for the Earth Shock. I think he just wants to preserve the totem, just so he's got a little bit more pressure on the board there. And Demi not really drawing anything interesting. I think he's just, going to go ahead and go for the Piloted Shredder here and probably hero power this totem away. And Nightmare, like I said, the new Totem Shaman deck is actually pretty interesting. Unfortunately, I think Nightmare is just not drawn fantastic yet. I mean, it's still kind of early in the game, but that Piloted Shredder... Oh, well, there's an answer for the Piloted Shredder of the Druid. And what's Nightmare going for here? I think is he going to just go ahead and coin out the Fire Elemental? Looks like that's what's going to happen. He's going to try and clear, hopefully, whatever the Piloted Shredder leaves behind. And he's going to get to do it. It's a Bluegill Warrior, and it does turns those spiders into 2, so he's only really worried about swipe here, and it's not like enough to actually take out the Fire Elemental as well, unless Demi actually has it and decides he wants to like hero power off the Fire Elemental and take that damage. But it looks like he's having a little think about this one. Now he is holding some interesting cards, as you guys can see here. It's the Druid actually does have the combo and Innervate, so he could, you know, kind of get freaky here. But I think he's going to pop the Fire Elemental and then Innervate out a swipe just to clear up his board. And Nightmare is going to have, you know, he's going to have to restart his offensive attack here, but at the same time, he's actually got cards to work with, and we do see the Druid sort of running out of options currently. I don't know if he's got an Ancient of Lore in that deck, and he's going to be able to draw, hopefully sometime soon, to keep the pressure coming. But right now, Nightmare is going to throw down this Piloted Shredder, I think. Yep. And kind of gives him back the board. And this game is still, you know, really... Oh, and there is the Ancient of Lore. So I was going to say, this game is still really, like, sort of undecided, you know. It's kind of swinging... What up, man? How's it going? Kind of swinging back and forth, and that draw is definitely going to help Demi. I'm going to just go ahead and take out the totem there, make sure that the Powder Shredder isn't getting the bonus health. And how does Nightmare want to play this now? He's got a couple options. Tries to find the totem he's going to catch first. Going for the Manatide and not going to play anything else. So there's one of the new Shaman cards we were talking about from the Grand Tournament expansion, and that one is not really necessary at this point, but we might get to see it played, and it's pretty fun because it uses the new Joust mechanic. So that should be interesting. And here, this was our biggest problem before when we were streaming and we were casting these tournaments, was that damn... Look at that. It actually dropped a totem. The Powder Shredder dropped a totem for the Shaman. I think it's always funny when the Powder Shredder like has some sort of synergy with what you're already trying to achieve. It's pretty cool. And what we're really looking for from Nightmare is the new Thunderbluff Valiant card, which I'm pretty sure is going to be in this deck. But Demi's going to go ahead and drop Sylvanas right there. And now, I mean, Nightmare has a couple of little options here. He definitely, I think he wants to turn off the Sylvanas effect. And I mean, really, if he lightning storms this board, he's going to be able to pretty much take out the Ancient of Lore as well. He just needs to trade in that little totem for it. And I think you just go Hero Power now and pass your turn. And getting that free Flame Tongue totem is kind of a pain in the ass for Demi. Now he's going to always have ways to get rid of it, but his hand doesn't look great right now. What's he thinking about? Now, this would be interesting if he just wants to go ahead and Savage Roar the Hero Power into the Taunt Totem. I mean, he just doesn't have an awful lot of options, and he knows if he just throws his Aspirant out there, he's going to pretty much lose it right away. So it looks like that might be what he's doing. He's just going to go ahead and clear the Totem. Drop the Aspirant on like a non-threatening board. And pick up a little bit of armor. So there's another Tuskar Totemic. Let's see if he rolls a bit better here. This is a pretty good turn for Nightmare because he's going to be able to play that and the Defender of Argus if he chooses to. And he gets another Flame Tongue Totem. Okay, so now like these are starting to build up. This could become a problem for Demi. And I think Defender is still the play here. I mean, not knowing what your opponent holds, I mean, of course you're just going to shore your board up here a little bit more. And you even get to attack with this Flame Tongue that's loose on the right. So looks like, yeah, he wants to keep those alive. That's a very interesting isolation play with the Defender of Argus. I suppose he wants to make sure neither of the Flame Tongue totems get taken out immediately. Let's see how Demi responds here. I mean, I think he wants to draw, unless he's particularly frightened about dying on the next turn, which I just don't think it's in the scope of the Shaman hand really for that to happen. But no, he's going to go ahead and swipe through one of these Flame Tongues and trade in his Darnassus Aspirant. Now I think he's going to draw. Yeah, I think I would knock into that just in case you get the free chance to kill it on the next turn. And he doesn't, oh no, he doesn't get to draw because he's not at full mana anymore. So I think Demi needed to play that Wild Growth before trading in the Darnassus Aspirant, which kind of screwed him a little bit in that respect. But here we go. Here's that Thunderbluff Valiant, the new TGT Shaman card. And see, the Inspire mechanic, when you use your hero power, something happens. And the Thunderbluff Valiant buffs all the totems. +2 attack. So suddenly, you know, and it's a permanent buff. It's not just like while he's alive on the board. So it's pretty effective. And yeah, see Demi just mentioning there that he forgot to draw. I think now we've seen both swipes. This is the problem. So now how's he going to play this? I guess he's using his combo to sort of smash through the board as it is. And you can't really get rid of the Thunder Bluff. Maybe you can. It looks like he wants to take out both the Flame Tongues and the Defender of Argus and try and buy himself a little time. But the problem is here, and see, look, we see Nightmare draw into another totem. This is the problem, is that it's just really tough because if that Thunder Bluff stays alive, you know, even though you've cleared off these totems, here comes more totems. You know, and it's just like we haven't even seen a totem golem yet from Nightmare, so this is really, really tough for Demi. I don't think he's going to get out of it. He's still got a little bit of card draw, but he's facing lethal, and even the Ancient of Lore not really going to provide enough healing, because of course those totems there are going to get 2 more attacks. So right now essentially he's facing the 6 plus his 10. He's facing 15 damage from the board if he doesn't kill the board. So I think now he needs to Wrath. And I think I would drop. Can you drop the Drake? Wrath the. I just don't think it's enough. I don't think he can do it. He could Wrath that totem, and clear it and reduce the attacks of the other minions by 2, which kind of puts him down to 3 and 2. It's closer, but he can't. Oh, he found an Innervate as well, so he's going to clear that away. And yeah, no, it's not enough. Not enough. I think he could have used the Innervate there to use his hero power, just to armor up a little bit. I think it's almost as important at this point. But see here, yeah, now he's facing 7 damage, and it's so close in this first game. Demi is just he's sort of flying by the seat of his pants here, and I don't think that's going to be enough. Looks like he drew a Boulder Fist, and there's not enough damage on the board. Or there's enough damage on the board for lethal, but Demi finds a taunt. I mean, it's still not enough. I think he knows it's still not enough, even if Nightmare doesn't have the cards that we see him holding right here. That healing totem is going to have 6 damage, yeah, on the next turn and go straight through the taunt anyway. So there you go. Nightmare takes the first game of this match with Totem Shaman, and that was one of the decks I was explaining. We didn't get to see Healing Wave played. I don't think we got to see the Joust mechanic at all there, but we probably will later on tonight at some point. There's plenty of players here, and plenty of decks probably being showcased. So yeah, here we go, just waiting for the next match to start, and we'll see if Demi can pull one back. I'm not sure. Let me have a look back here and see if I can find out what the other deck that he said he was using was. Still looking. Is it that one? Yeah. Okay. So maybe we didn't get the. No, I don't think we know what the other deck is right now that Demi's using. So it'll be a surprise. And of course he might come back with his Druid. Okay, so Demi's going to come back again with his Druid. Saying, I think in this game, he's like, you know what, like, if I gotta win one out of the 2 with my Druid here, so if I can't do it, then F this first round, you know? And of course it's double elimination, so he's gonna get another chance. Excuse me. And we're being informed by him here that Druid is all he plays. So I'm sure that there's gonna be something else. Obviously, he needs another deck, he needs another class. But right now it looks like he's going to try and swing with the Druid here again and hopefully have a better result. Now, Nightmare, I think everybody knows what deck this is, and it's going to be interesting to see how well he plays it. This is one of those decks that you either love or you just don't really like that much. Hate is a strong word. You probably hate it if it kills you all day long and you've never experienced playing with the Patron Warrior. But at the end of the day, it's actually a pretty good deck. It's just difficult to master. And you have to have a really, really strong understanding of the timing and the combos that are available to you. So we're going to see how well Nightmare executes it here. But it's always tough for the opponent when you're playing Patron Warrior. So this should be pretty interesting. And obviously Demi saying that, you know, Druid is his favorite class, and it's what he likes to make the most use out of. So we're going to see if he can, you know, put in a stronger showing this time with it. Ooh, now getting the Annoyatron out of the Pilot Shredder isn't actually that bad. It gives Nightmare a card draw, but he still has that little taunt up. Demi's going to go ahead and drop the Azure Drake and take a draw here, and it's not a bad draw. I mean, that's kind of a tough card. You know, Swipe is not great against the patrons themselves, but is pretty good against things like the actual Frothian Berserker. Helps you like clear out the War Song and stuff like that normally. You know, so it's useful. It's just really, really dangerous to have Swipe in your hand once the patrons start coming. So, yeah. And, of course, with the Azure Drake on the board, he gets the spell buff, but I don't think this Drake's going to live that long, considering we got Nightmare here with the Despite loaded up. Yeah, I think that's the best play, dropping that Boulder Fist Ogre. It just means that there's a real threat on the board. And we don't see like an Execute in Nightmare's hand or anything like that. So at the moment, that Boulder Fist is looking pretty sturdy. Looks like Nightmare is going to take a little more damage here and draw. Okay, he's going to go ahead and armor up, and this game actually going quite a bit differently at the moment. Like, definitely in Demi's favor as far as the damage Nightmare has taken. And Demi is getting quite high in his curve here. Looks like, yeah, he's going to go ahead and stay aggressive and pound away at Nightmare and try and take down this Patron Warrior before the combo can come. And actually, it looks like if Nightmare doesn't clear this up, he could be dead on the next turn. So let's see what he can muster here. It's a little taunt, a little armor, and he's going to go ahead and put that extra armor on instead of dropping a Berserker, just to make sure he stays extra safe. Although I don't know if it's enough. We do see, yeah, double Swipe in hand is going to take him all the way down to 3. And then, yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of different ways that Demi can do it, and that's going to get it done. So Demi does even out the first match at 1 game apiece here, and so we're going to get a best of 3 decider. And we know that it's going to be Patron Warrior. Do we know? We don't know what Demi's going to bring, though. That's the problem. So what are we going to see from him here? If Druid is quote-unquote all he plays, then it's going to be... this could be pretty interesting if he just like threw something together, or if he's got like a second favorite he's not telling us about. But yeah, pretty excited to see what happens here, and always excited to see like more TGT cards being incorporated into like the existing decks. But I think that last game we didn't really see anything of the sort. So yeah, we'll find out what we get to look at though this next game. And currently, like I said, we're playing double elimination, so we're having multiple matches going on at the same time. And currently, I believe it's Kadabu and Kenny are playing each other, so we'll find out how that one goes a little bit after. And stand by. We may have some technical difficulties here, so just give me a second, guys. Looks like Kyle might not have come fully prepared. Sorry, you guys will know him as Demi. And, yeah. Hang on a second. Just imparting the rules here a little bit, and gonna figure out how this is gonna work. So we're gonna go ahead and give Demi a little bit of time here. And he is on the clock. We're going to give him 5 minutes to throw another deck together, just to make sure he's got a chance to compete and keep playing. And yeah, and we're going to hopefully... hopefully he'll be able to pick something out that just works a little bit for him from the cards he's got. But we're going to take a break on the actual video here. I'll see you guys in the next part, and hopefully he manages to get something going.